Hi, my name is Andrea, and this was going to be my presentation for Project 1. So my goal for this website is going to be to create a personal web portfolio. So a little bit about myself. I am not in the Masters of Social Media program. I'm in the Masters of International Business program, and I also studied business for my undergrad. So I'm not a creative and I'm not a freelancer. So one of the things that I have to think about is who is going to see my portfolio, and that is going to be business recruiters. So I'm basically going to be using this web portfolio as an addition to my normal applications online so that I can try to set myself apart and so that recruiters can see who I am. Additionally, I think it's important for me to think about my visitors and making sure that they get a snapshot of who I am within their first click of visiting my site. And then I also think it's important to have an easily navigable site, and then finally to be a very connectable person through what I create. So I'm first going to go over the inspiration that I've seen online. So the first one comes from AllisonShaper.com. Allison Shaper, fun fact, is a UF alumni, and this is her personal portfolio and site, and I personally took a screenshot of her homepage because I really like that she used a collage and the text over image aspect that I really like. By doing this, I really think that a visitor will get, again, a good snapshot and big picture of who she is and what they would get by clicking more. And because I'm going to be showing my site to business recruiters, I really want them to get a big picture as soon as possible because I know they probably get a lot of applications. The next inspiration I see is from LeslieDavid.com. So there's a lot of things that I like about the Leslie David portfolio, and as you see, there's the navigation bar on the left-hand side with very dynamic font sizes, and specifically what I'd like to somewhat imitate is her specific article use. As you can see, there are two text boxes at the top, both saying the same thing but in two different languages. So because I'm foreign, I really want to run that idea home that I speak two languages, that I write two languages, that I understand two languages, because it's part of who I am. And then again, very simple layout where you see actually in the element that we've actually learned a lot of this coding style, very basic structure, which we've already learned and I'd like to imitate for ease of use and ease of read. And then the last inspiration I'd like to share is from FionaFrills.com. Fiona Frills is a YouTuber and has her own product line. However, I really like this page on her website because it has a hero image and she ties it in with her story. So it's a very impactful way of grabbing the visitors or the reader's attention and making them connect to her story. She says finding happiness, and she had a rough start. So this is definitely something that I'd like to imitate because although cliche with the hero images, I think it's very impactful and an effective way of capturing our visitors' attention. So now I'm going to go over just really quickly my sketches and the transformation to the wireframe. So this is just my scratch sheet of paper where you can see I've just tested out shapes for collages because as you'll see I really use collages a lot in my website. This is the transformation to create the home index.html site. So like you kind of saw in the Allison Shaper website, I try to change it up a little bit by using a more free-handed collage style. But I also have my navigation bar at the top. The middle image placeholder will be my logo, a smaller version of my logo. And it will be clickable so that way my users can return to this page whenever they need to. And we'll also give them a snapshot of who I am in their first click. So my next page is my About page. I really use the hero image element so that way I can try to capture my visitors' attention and try to create a strong connection through that. And again, my text will be in two different languages. Here is my experience page. I'm going to have this very resume-like so that way I can connect with the business recruiters because they are very serious and like not so pretty, not so fluffed up resume. So this will be somewhere where they can go and just have a simple, quick skim through of what I have to offer and what I've done before. I'm also going to have the portfolio page at the top, where I'll have 4 boxes with images and links to them so that they can enter the 4 subcategories that I'll have things in my portfolio for, which will be branding, travel photography, event planning, and blogging. As you can see, all the collages in my other pages were a little bit more free-handed. This one's all equal sizes because they all have the same value to me. Here will be the page for specific subcategories. So for example, this is my branding.html, but the travel and the events and the other ones will also have the same layout. And they'll all have clickable links to the specific articles. And then the last thing for my portfolios is the actual article, their actual project that you'd be opening up to, and this is what they would look like. I really pulled the exact, basically a similar formatting from what Leslie David had in the inspiration, with 2 text boxes in 2 different languages and then just images at the bottom, very minimal. And I try to tie that back into my collage theme. And then my last page is my contact page, and I'll have 4 links going to my social media platforms, all which will open up into a new tab so that I don't lose traffic. And then I also think it's really important to have a call to action in my page where my visitors can message me very easily instead of having to go out of their way to copy and paste their email, put it in their email, type up a message, and then click away from my site at the same time. And then one last thing I wanted to mention is I don't really have headings at the top, and that's because I wanted it to stay minimal, so my visitors will know where they are on my website by looking at the navigation bar. The navigation bar will have a highlighted color or a darker color, so that way they know which tab they're on at any moment in case they forget. And then my last thing I'd like to go over is my sitemap. So this is a little bit dense, but I'll have my root directory under Andrea. I'll have all the pages from my navigation bar in a link, as well as 2 folders with images and videos. And then under my images folder, there will be a few images that I will use frequently, such as my logo, and then other folders which I can further organize according to cities or according to projects, so that way everything's easy and I don't have to remember what I named each image. And I think that is it, so thank you very much.